So today we're really going to talk about refreshing reflection. I love the name. Donna and I came up with it together on the phone, and then I realized it's obviously a play on words. So I wanted to start by asking you just to think for a moment, and maybe talk to someone next to you, or if you have threes, just talk to one person or two people and talk about for a moment, how do you refresh? What do you do to refresh? Just that part. Take 1 minute to talk in pairs or threes. How do you refresh? Let's just take a moment for that. 1 minute. All right, so what are some of the words that come up when you hear the word refresh? What do people do to what do you do to refresh? Just shout it out. Yes? Traveling. Oh gosh, I think I do the opposite. So airplanes or cars, travel. So sometimes we travel to refresh. What do other people do to refresh? Sleep. Oh, that's nice. Sleep. Anybody else? What do you do to refresh? Take a walk. Go out in nature. Add some trees to the picture. Anyone else?
Shower.
Shower. Me too.
Massage.
But, now we're talking my language. Spa day. Yes. What was that?
Meditation.
Meditation, a little own time. All right? Anyone else? Yoga? So there's lots of things we do to refresh. You know, we learn that term also on the computer. We press what? Refresh. So that every now and then we need to kind of reboot in a certain way and re-examine even familiar concepts to see what may have we missed before and what do we need really to do to think new. Refresh is to like kind of reawaken, kind of wake up with a different lens. So maybe that's the person sleeping, they wake up with a different lens. So that's what we're here to do, to look at with reflection and to figure out what that means to us to really refresh the reflective process. This is one of my favorite workshops, and it actually has its roots in ECSL. I can't remember how many years ago. Someone here who has a memory better than mine for dates. We did a meeting like this at PS1, and there were 18 or 20 people in the room, and it was, I learned, I think, I'm sure more than anyone else, and one of the things I learned is that we really need to refresh reflection. I think that's what I learned. So this is a popular topic, and every time I do it, I've added new things because I realize I'll never be done with reflection. Every time I think I'm done, I realize there's a new angle to it I haven't looked at. That's both the good and the bad, right? You think you'll be done, but then I realize there's no done in learning anyway, so it's okay. So, reflection. We're done. No, we're not. So, reflection. I mean, the word reflection actually comes up a lot when we talk about the service learning process. And in your handouts, you have this on the front page. This is the dynamic, I call it, of the service learning process, or process, depending on where I am in the world. And when I first designed this shape, it was about 4 years ago now, because we used to list it, which is great. You need a list like what ECSL does. I love the list over there. It helps us think about it. We also need to look at, well, what happens? And we know that we investigate to find out more, like it says, to find out what matters and define a community issue. We prepare as we really go deeper into topics. We take action that's varied. It's either direct, indirect, advocacy, or research. And then we do summative reflection, and we do demonstration. But if you look at the little arrows, what do you see on the little arrows? Reflection. I could have put reflection inside the bubbles too, but it got to be too much. Because reflection can happen at any point in the process. It's not, well, we're done, let's reflect. That's not what it's about. It's ongoing, and that's what makes it really significant. It's an ongoing process that comes up, and how and when we reflect becomes something very significant to students and to ourselves, and to the impact that service learning will make on us and the community. So it's ongoing. Again, with service learning, we're talking about service learning that ideally stems with the curriculum. So you have the curriculum right in the middle. It's right in the heart of the whole process, like a nucleus just bursting. So reflection really serves the curriculum, and it serves the process or process. So that's what we're going to be looking at. How does service learning really serve that and take it deeper to where we want to go?